de na fa so because kromu ano so omo hu se unimum rana no suru obeka gu nenum ubusa no approach na and no obeka say oye too loud but usuru di okan no the futu ana di asempa na obetimi agina so obetimi aka ma etifon so efa bibi ewo
die metumi aka kakra and say one yempani for kasa mi say enkasa yede menyonko na wo de yende say atu obi nti wo de ento nti fa wo ebeba wo so
sure
nti say atu obi a meme de ye tuntumi nko de wo ye wonu tuntumi ni a na wo hwe na wo mo bi abetimi de aboa no say wontumi de afine wontumi George wu ye no okuta American passport meeting aka say wo ye American ni but ye hwe ne color na wo ye tuntuma no ye tuntumi de wo ye de ha wo ye miamenu
yeah
nti ato na ebetimi ato no bi wo bi man so on betimi ye ne sai bia pepepe nti mesere say omoma ye nka ye humo me de nka bom ne hia me say omoma ye nka ye humo say ye enipa bako ye adwene say ye betimi aye bibia ye betimi aye na ye nhwe kwan ya ye befa so a abrofo hawa omode ha abibifo no ye be ebeba fam ana say ye be ye ho afri mu na aboa ye kakra minim de said ebinum besi afa na afa ye woni pa bebre especially memu ane mayewa ne bi bebre wo ho no office ot Germany ot America nti eno ano no bibi eyi ni nua emfa no ho but ye nya ne sa ya be pie obi maso no kon de mesre se omoma yen kan ye ho mum na yenyi ye ho fi abrofo mu kakra no mu wiki ye bibi sa na betimi aka enye bibi bebre
Matiminia. Na o can protest for no be come bia na.
Me timin kase me come hu mi woni mo bebre ye o me bia da foforo we say
na so wo enya time akwa e be de no bi foforo so enya time akwa na che say ne jumade e kosu na say we you hu afrim
me nye me hu afrim anu ti na me so me de abetena na me ye visa e de support to say man come bia me de aba
na no akọ e de
eno man eyi
eno a omo ye protest gather me to make oil
eno me to me akọ me kwa adwuma
mate me da say the kakra me so me timi aka che me yan say bibi e koso obo wona fa mo she because say e bia ye nyina bi before enya time ya betena one of the matters or one of the issues say also we adwuma mu asa bi tafrache issue ya o face but obi ko kuma ona so when nyamre anko akodi akira say bio e be harding o
and so na so me de aba he say kakra ni obi ala betumi aba then for ha me so metumi akọ obi so ntumi ma no so kwa adwuma no so ma question esi ho a
le kwanse no back to my lady please. What is the way forward? Apart from today, how are we also going to put ourselves together? Because we always talk about united. But sometimes, even with the blacks, we don't protect ourselves. You see your fellow brother or sister being harassed or something. We can stand somewhere and just be watching. To approach will be a hell of a problem. How can we do that? To my suggestion that I can just put one on board, is it advisable that we all foreigners, it doesn't matter you're from Ghana, Nigeria, whatever, should we all come together? We have to team up together, because when you see what happened yesterday, or you saw what happened yesterday, you don't know who is Ghanaian, you don't know who is Nigerian. Can we protect and keep this unity going on?
I think it's not going to work out if we don't. I have lots of people who have helped and supported me who have nothing to do with my Ghanaian identity.
Yeah.
And I've never questioned or respected them less because of that. I guess especially over here in Europe, where we're so many different nationalities, we need to know that we're all the same, because we all get discriminated. Even people who are not black, like people who are from Turkey or from Asia or India, or, all these people, all of us together, brown, yellow, black. I don't like these colors, but that's how they distinguish us. All need to come together, definitely. However, what I think is most important is that we support each other in financial ways as well, economic ways, support each other's businesses, support each other's work and anything else that we try to bring about. When somebody tries to bring out a project, don't put them down, but try and uplift them, give them advice, help, and listen to advice that you get from people that are in certain positions. Like I said, I work for the Refugee Council Hamburg, and there have been many times where I've given advice to my brothers and sisters and they refused to listen because I wasn't white.
Yeah.
Because so how could I know? Because only white people know. And we need to get that out of our system and out of our minds. Because even though you might find a white person who would advise you right, the likelihood of a black person working in that area not giving you the right advice is not really that high.
Yeah.
We know exactly how you feel. We understood. We've gone through the same stuff in our lives, so we can tell you this is probably the best way or not. Listen to advice. You come to a country, come to Europe, listen to the advice of the people who have been here from time, because that will help you go 5 steps further in the shorter period of time.
Yeah.
Uplift each other, bringing people down, talking negatively about people, not liking people because they're Muslim or Christian or non-believers is all unnecessary. Yeah. We are all human beings. We're all children of God, no matter which God you believe in. Not liking somebody because he's Ewe and you are Khan and all that kind of nonsense is a waste of energy and time. We have a bigger problem to solve, and that is making us great.
Sure. Well, I quite remember I met a lady with a friend on the street, and I asked them, because I know they are black, I approached and I asked them, which side are you guys heading towards? Because I didn't use German, I used English, because I don't know who, because we know English is a standard international language. The guy just looked at the other side, and the lady was like, "We are okay." I said, "Good," and I left. Some few minutes later, I was passing by again, and I saw them having a misunderstanding with the white people. So I asked myself, is it advisable for me to approach or for me to stay back? So now this is my question. Sometimes we see our own brothers or sisters, it doesn't matter where they're from, but when you approach and you try to talk to them, or you try to even, you don't open up, and then this comes the problem, they try to neglect you, or they try to pull back. But end of the day, we are all together going for a protest today. And this is a situation whereby I don't even understand, because it is an important for us to discuss about this.
I think, I'm not saying that I'm innocent of doing what you just described.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not. I guess as a female, it's always a bit more complicated because you never know what the person wants who's approaching you, and we are termed as, I don't like saying it, but we're termed as the weaker sex. However, in general, I feel supporting each other, helping each other is always the way. I always, and that is something that I've done since I was a child, will approach somebody when I feel they need help, no matter what their color of skin is. I always do ask and try and find out and help out.
Okay. Before I continue with you, my dear lady, there is a caller on the call. That was our own sister Dinah. That she's a profession by nurse, and she's also encountering some challenges, from everywhere she goes, or in Germany as a whole. And we are all trying to bring ourselves together as the Black United people so that we come up. She wanted to experience, or I want to ask her experiences, what she's also passing through, so that we being going to the hospital, we can also know what to go about it. Hello, Dinah.
Hello, hi. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, my name is Diana.
Yeah.
And I'm a nurse.
Yeah.
I work in a hospital. I've been in Germany for 8 years. about 9 years now.
Okay.
And it's true, it's happening every day. It's happening like at our workplace and on the streets, everywhere you go. And only us can talk about it because we are the ones who experience it. And yeah, so I've experienced, like in my time at work when I was studying in school, and it starts sometimes when you just go to work and you just get in and someone tells you, oh, I have someone that you're supposed to take care of. Okay. And you ask yourself why, and you just came from home, maybe you just got from work. I experienced that one day that a colleague, I just came in and he told me that he has someone for me who I'm supposed to take care of. Okay. And I was like, why is it that you're telling me like specifically me that I'm supposed to take care of someone? And he's like, yeah, because he's black. Like, okay. The patient is black. And I was like, what do you mean? Why would I take care of this person because he's black? Because we are here in a clinic, in a hospital. It doesn't matter. We take care of people of different colors, and with the same way I take care of white people, I'm going to take care of black people. And the same way you take care of white people, you're supposed to take care of this black person. Because I asked him, I wonder if I didn't come today to work, would this person not find someone to take care of her? And he was like, oh yeah, don't take it so personal, and I didn't mean it like that. You said it, so I don't think you meant it some other way, because you wouldn't tell that to your white colleague. And when you start your day like that, you feel it's just not right. It's just not right. It's not like this person is coming from my country. It's not like I don't even know this person. We don't speak the same language. It's just a patient like any other person. And that is one of the experience at work, which I think it's not supposed to be like that. We are so many immigrants, many black people in hospitals, and when you think that you're going to work and experiencing such stuff, you feel like sometimes you just don't want to go. You feel like some of your colleagues see you coming, and maybe you're on a night shift and something. There are so many small jokes, which are so meant to be jokes, but you feel it, you take it, because you have to deal with it every other day. Like when you come and someone tells you, oh, you're on a night shift, I didn't see you, I just saw your teeth. That is something that is as minimal as as basic as it might sound, but for me it isn't. It isn't, because you wouldn't tell that to someone else, or maybe so many other things, and it's not just right for us. And what I can urge people, and what I can say to my other African community is, whenever you experience something like that, don't just let it sink, because most of us have they have fear. They think when I speak, maybe they're going to do something to me, or maybe because of my workplace, or maybe I might lose my job or something like that. But it is not like that. If we can't speak right now, who is going to do it for us? No one is going to be there for us. It has to start with us. Speak about it. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to be like, you just have to ask nicely. Why did you say that? Just let me know, why did you say that? You give them the question so they can get the answers. So it can come out from them. They can tell you that I said that because you're black, and they realize themselves said that because of the race issue, And then you just don't keep quiet. You just talk about it. You try to solve things, because our generation to come is depending on us. Our kids to come are depending on us. That is a very, very, very important aspect, because if we don't talk right now, our kids are going to get the same treatment, and it's never gonna change.
We thank you so much. So I have one thing to ask you. How often have you been experiencing this thing like this in the hospital?
I would say like every other day, other day. Like for sure, it's every other day, because in a hospital you tend to meet different people. Every day they come new patients, they come new doctors, new nurses. Like I have experienced this every other day. Okay. And the thing is, sometimes you experience too much that sometimes you just brush it off. You just let it go. Yeah, which is not right, you know. Okay. But at the moment you keep on talking about it, they'll be like, oh, you always like this, you're always picking that card, but it's not right. And I experience that so often from the patients. They say, I don't want to be taken care of by this person.
Yeah. And
you feel so bad that you have to change your ward to go to another room because the patient is just racist. Wow. Yeah.
That is too bad. So I believe
this is bad.
Yeah, really, really bad. I believe then you are joining the protest that we are going to take place today. If you have the access, probably it's also going to bring the unity, so that we are going to fight together and make the whole world understand that it's not only in US but also here in Germany we are facing these difficulties. Because I can understand when it happens like this, and I'm also a patient and I come to your hospital, then I'm also going to have emotional stress, which is going to affect me. And it shouldn't be like that. So we really appreciate what you just said to us, and your thoughts and everything that you said to us. I think I have a guest here that she wants to ask you something.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Nana. It's not really a question, more like praise, because being here in Germany, I find it so often that people tell me that, oh, I'm not going to address it because it will just bring up more arguments, and I will stand there and be the person that's always bringing up problems.
I can't hear you very well. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I said I'm very happy about the fact that you said that these issues always need to be addressed, because too many people fold in and say, well, I don't want to be the troublemaker, so I'm not going to say anything. And the fact that you said that it's every other day, which is an actual fact. Many people play it down and say, oh, just once in a while. Make other people realize, tell other black people to address it. The more we address it, the more we tell these people who have these racist thoughts or lifestyles, they will realize, you put the mirror in front of their face and they realize, oh, I'm really doing this. Yeah. So I'm very happy you did that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. It's true. We have to address it every day.
Okay, so therefore, I'll say, Diana, thank you so much, and I'll also encourage you that any. I thought I heard that you are from Kenya, right?
Yes, I'm from Kenya.
Okay, good. And so therefore, can you also then send a message to them that should, in case if they met any black or any Latino, they should also open up to those people. And I believe that you're gonna spread the news out there so that we all can bring ourselves together united.
Yeah, everyone, we should talk about it. It's happening. We should talk about it. Let us not just keep quiet about it, because we are not going to help ourselves.
Sure.
That is what we are bound to think, that we are supposed to keep quiet about it, and that's not it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and we once again say you can also subscribe or follow us on African Radio on TV, so that anytime that we are having an issues or anything, you can also join us. May God bless you, and then we'll talk to you later some other time.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Cheers.
Wow. So, Mini Abema. And come right in. Yenya ba friend in Dino of Kenya. Or Patrick said, even hospitals cry, and easy more or more professions. Or more Samuel Juma or me nurse. Say, oh, your patient now crowd. Brunews or Barano Dodge, or say, Oyonko Bibinibi Bakona Kosheno. It's yen ya ebia say tika sano. Tisesa na ye sister or no to me boa omo ebia oni krata, but kwan obefa so a obeboa efa emra kwan so a onso no onko ye say oye sebio you are stranded on the street. A obeboa no sankofo nyina beba no. Na say ohwe say nyama bi say ikoso a. Then fan say we a patient, how would you also feel? Next time be sanko hospital biom. Yes, before any hospital Germany. Never say how do we also approach with it? And yet my main picky listening we answer. Hello.
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 Good afternoon, Bacho. This is African Radio. Bacho, when I can say, Ubetimi Abudin Kakrana, what your contribution am I?
Okay. Bacho, you're from Linda.
Okay.
Because every German has say.
Okay.
But Nami will Italy actually Namabaha.
Okay.
Na yes, you face these difficulties where I'm more me.
Oh, Italy.
Italy ni German here in German ha. My sister eco school has say.
Okay.
Na or school problem or face so sometimes no. Teachers for no bisa or more question or much idea we no more bisa or more question na. Question won him tino o peja nensa. Bobe peja nensa peja teacher name friend na teacher no. A friend po bia on peja nensa always teacher ne ye say you know. And sometimes no na ya na teacher na ma or no ye tuntum ni na wate no ho. Not baby.
Wow.
So the or main other white people no.
Okay.
And as a BBC crash is your bona or more person or de share blacks no.
Okay.
And at the same as Italians, me Italian and me a no more woman, you know. A horse the same thing I face was school. Because we are black, we are dear cry, we vote no on the man high and I didn't wake up by teacher did to me too. Over show what down for Bruni dear no. Not the same answer, so not teacher net you now I market or no Bruni no collect. Now we know where to this a problem where dear. A dear hard dream pa am I in Africa for no. And Paul should share Juma, Cromuti Italian, so should share Juma, or Mutimi Bisa say, we are black and now we are white. She said, okay, so we are black or so, we are sorry. The customers, nay, or more, and your customers or more per blacks, ni saint, you know, or you're sorry, corner or be foul, but the customers need to know to me foul.
Okay.
You know, yes, Rema, Momoda Rupa, not Momoa was a problem way home.
Yada wasi pa yenyu aba Linda our freya wache wadwinche yada wasi yebeko so na yedi ho dwuma ye ti sese na yedi ho dwuma memende bia no na saa na yenso yebeka sese munya akonya na ene protesting air koso e wo Hamburg exactly 3 o'clock every 3 air kono protest air koso before nyina ye kan ho abom enye gidigidi kwan so na emom no se mo ntimi so amma na mo de mpaibo na mo de mo anso mahodin atachiri se na bia bia betimi akosope yeda wase pa se enu aba otimi efre enso chiraji nyame nhirawo ene wagenchire why okay bye okay minu aba you heard what our dear sister also called and she also contributed concerning she's born and raised from Italy, but now she's moved here and she's having this challenges the same. At the same time, her kid sister is also facing the same thing in the schools. And how can this be possible? Because I think I've seen this image somewhere before on social media. You see all the white people gathered one side, and they always push the blacks at one corner. They separate them. So when it's like this, don't you think it's going to be like a teaching topic for the white to know that always the blacks have to be at the corner and we the white are superiors? And this superiority is what we are standing against now, because it's time for us to speak out. It's time for us to join hands, and it's time for us to let them know that we are for justice.
As a parent, a black parent in Europe, you have to be very engaged in your child's schooling. If you yourself are not capable of doing so, find organizations, there's clubs and everything that will represent you. I have gone to many schools representing parents who weren't able to, because they're not able to speak the language, in order to speak to the teachers and the headmasters to stop things like this from happening. My child herself or my kids never had these problems, because the moment they had any issue, I would stop my work and be there and discuss these situations. I would tell them I'll go to the press. I will video everything that is going on, every conversation. I keep documents of every letter. I write complaints letters in any situation. this is necessary. We have to be extremely active when it comes to our children's education, and because they like doing this in the school system.
Yeah.
My daughter wanted to go to a special school that is for nearly a private school in Germany that is for people who are very highly qualified, who are very intelligent.
Yeah.
The school did not want to take her, not on grounds that her notes weren't good enough, but just because of who she is.
Wow.
We ended up going to the second choice. She went there for a few years, and then at grade 10 is normally the time where you start deciding where you're going to do your A-levels. This school then came and begged for her to come because she had had such good grades and the teachers had praised her so much that then she ended up going to the school that didn't want her in the first place.
Wow.
But that was only because everybody around her, the school, everybody knew she's clever and her mom is not going to let go.
Yeah.
We need to be persistent.
Sure.
We need to be there for the next generation. Sure. We need to push our kids. And if your children aren't as good in school, it is not that bad.
Yeah.
Help them to find Ausbildung and whatever other places, but be there for them because
Sure.
they are the ones who are going to make things right for us in the future.
Thank you very much. Mini Abema. Waka. Wasensi so. Na me pacho. Me pese enche ye dwumadi na enche ye de bekọ awie na before ye de bekọ awie no pese mbusa ene protest na ye kọ no o wa ma ya tia se unyamre e ma ye nkọ and the same time so unyamre entimi emba nti na wa ba ha nti wa ba de me so akonya na ebusa no nyina sena wohwe ya nkasa ye bibifo na ye wo kro mu ha sena omo comport omo sometimes no eye
nipa ni bebree wɔ ha nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ nom a wɔn yɛ ebi wɔ hɔ a ɛnyɛ
okay
ebi wɔ hɔ a ayɛ no nso ka ho na aborɔfo no etimi fa ho bifo ɛde yɛ bɔne by mɛsrɛ sɛ nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ nom a yɛn nuanom abibifoɔ no wɔ ha a wɔn yɛ a ɛha wɔn na ɛsɛ ɛde ɔhaw ɛbrɛ wɔn a wɔn nyae wɔn obi ma nso wobɛnya kora wunya ne te sɛ wɔwɔ wɔn ankasa fie aha no ye wa ha se like yes nso ye ho ye be bobra ya hwede ye be koso e wo ya bla bo ntina ma ya ba ha nti niema bi wo ho no ma wo ye a e de wo ha wo be ba e be ma wunu e be ma wo ankasa jai ugodu wo fie na ne e ho de ye wo ankasa wo kuro wo be ye de wo pe bi a wutumi ye but abrofo medical kadada se won mu wo bibi e wo wo tire mu fa abibifo a che unya 1804 book bi a ka obehu sa abrofo fa adibifo ho adwena no ache ebepem ne omoda so kaye enti ema na nya wade a enkasa ehunhu bi da yehu anatia to say the yeni abaye a wo friend no from Italy okasa efa kwan abrofo den kwala fa so school ye separate wo ye makola ne hu sa wo ye black ema ne hu sa asa won kanipa enso entesa say the abrofo ye before no sanka yeso ye kasa ye omu bia
I want to me and they never they can't even stand it.
Yes, black but what for one day
sure
buy chrome be fire near I don't name dey black but nipa ne dey we black since kanka ye so ye ya tuni ba ko ne ya kan ya dwene bom ne ya soro ya ko mo be dwane nti mesre onipa bi ye ne o ko protect ni bi na enye bibi anya pele o de mo nya ma o mo bi se bi o mo ye ni nyo
ne kwa so anu
mo ma ni ma de bro
ne kwa so anu
problem emma obi one I come obi ana sabi like in honsam ye obi honsam ye obi honsam okoye bibi gidigidi na akafa program akoma obi nti omo ma bibia enye bro na ye ma bro funi hu say ene yeso ye hu say ye nipa
sanity
ye na mko emu ye ba
me da say etiefo amutie ene omo hwe ye san de na ma na esan tuja akae just 5 minutes na de adwumadie no abawie ye say ba na say ebia one tina mana yedi kan edi tujwa ye besa edi atujwa biom se na bia nso betumi de wadwe nkyere ene osusuye abeka dwumadie ne ho na dwumadie ne ayefe nti na mana yedi tujwa no se wo Hamburg kromu ana wo Germany kromu Germany as in Deutschland obetumi enyan e wo 040 88305328 se o free o mobile phone so a obenyan e free 01521 626 7482 obenyan ewo African Radio sana me yam de tudwai na onso ode wadwe nkyere ene osusuye aba akan ho se ne be adwumadie no ebetumi edimu. Coming back to my dear lady, please once more, today's protest, the rumors is going on from Lampedusa. Hofbahnhof, Hamburg. The people are just thinking some ways in a different direction. As in, if we are talking about Black Lives Matters and we are talking about how the people treat us, it's not fair. Or how the police, even when they come to an arrest, how they attack the people, it is not the right way of doing it. But look at this, the way they were putting themselves together and the way they are organizing themselves in Lampedusa in Hofbahnhof.
So when I started my refugee project that I called Zongo, I started off with the Lampedusa and Hamburg group.
Okay.
When that tent wasn't even built yet, we were all together organizing and discussing how exactly we are going to do this. I admire and personally have personal friendships with many of those who are part of the Lampedusa and Hamburg situation.
Okay.
And I feel that they have definitely struggled and fought hard, and they will definitely continue to, because they have the right on their side. However, the manner of protest is probably not comfortable for most other Black people who see it. However, it needs to be done that way in order for people to understand. And in light of all this, I want to remind everybody who is in Africa, I hope that this program and these discussions have shown you how tough our life is over here.
Yeah,
people come without the papers, they can't work. Even if you have the papers, you get discriminated, money gets taken away from you, bills get paid, you get arrested for no reason. It is very tough. Don't be so hard on your relatives over here. Don't expect money flowing towards you all the time. Realize that this life is not easy over here. The Lampedusa and Hamburg group will continue to fight, and I will continue to support them with everything that I can. And other groups who are similar should do the same, because we have to be vigilant. There's no other way. And they have been vigilant for so many years. Even as I sit here now, I'm wearing the Lampedusa and Hamburg 5 years anniversary T-shirt, because I've been going with them to all these demonstrations throughout this time. I very much believe that organizations or groups like this need to be there for people to understand that we have our rights too, and we are human beings, and we are a unity of people that deserve to work, deserve to have a roof over our heads, deserve to have a bank account, deserve to have health insurance, deserve to have education, all these things that are being taken from people who do not have the right paperwork.
Sure. So meaning you agree with, meaning the way they are comporting, excuse me to say, when some people are passing through, see the way they've been, putting themselves together there. Do you think is the best way of doing it, or they can rather place themselves in a very good way? As in, it's a matter of somebody will be walking by the side. For instance, when I walk there, I first try to pass through my own brothers there, because sometimes things go on which it doesn't go well, that we have to talk about. Even though we know they are our brothers, they are blacks and all whatever is going, but if we don't try to, or they don't try to comport themselves in some way, and they expose the way, sometimes it's, I don't know how to place it, but not well organized.
Understand what you're trying.
People will get us, or the white, or the police, or whoever white it is, will just describe them with something which is supposed not to be so.
This is very interesting, because as a person who personally I get criticized the same way for speaking the way I speak, so I find it very interesting. I understand what you're saying. However, like I said, when you are in that position, when you have been without a roof over your head for years, when you have been without work for years, even though you know it is your right, when you have been mistreated and discriminated for years, you start having a different attitude and a different point of view. And all this aggressiveness that you see is fighting for all the people who are coming later on. So even though I also don't agree with everything that they do exactly the way they do it, I still believe they need to do it the way they feel they need to do it. Otherwise, they don't feel they've done their work correctly. There's a lot of white people who are in the board of Lampedusa and Hamburg. However, they have all agreed that it needs to be a group that is organized by the Lampedusa people, by the black people themselves. And I agree with that because they know their struggle best. The other supporters can go home to their warm homes with heating and comfortable sofas and comfortable and TV and internet and everything else, and these people do not have it. And if you don't have that for so long, you will start acting differently. So I plead with every other black German here in this city, in Hamburg or in Berlin, because we have a group there too, do not feel like you can't talk to these people. Do not feel you can't support these people because they are your brothers. And as soon as they realize that you come with love and help, they will be appreciative too. I'm a woman and I go and stand there with all these black men and nobody harms me. Nobody does anything to me because they know I'm there with good intentions. When I was doing the refugee project, the kitchen, 300, I told you, 300 people minimum a day. And I and my daughter were running it. She was at that time 13, 14, helping me out. So we never got harmed. 300 grown men never did anything to us. So it's about your intention. If you show that you have love, and if you show that you come and you want to support, definitely there will be support and love coming back. Don't be afraid to approach. I understand that you feel like, that's not how I would do it, especially as Ghanaians. We have all our educative and, we have our concept. That's not the issue. The main issue is they have a right to be where they are, and we need to support that.
Okay, good. So then, as the program is going on, I just want to say thank you so much for being with us at the studio for today. And I believe our listeners and I believe all the followers who followed us for today, we all have learned a bit something and we all stand for our right. Because life belongs to us. We own our own life. And like we are in this country, we have the right to move. And so therefore we just have to follow and respect some things that the Constitution is also saying, which is not going to bring any bad things to us. So I believe that today the protest and today it's not demonstration that I can say. We are going to comport ourselves, and we're also going to bring it live on African Radio Germany so that each and everyone who is not able to join us can also see what is going on. So you can subscribe and follow us on African Radio TV on YouTube. And at the same time, every Saturday, 1300 hours, you can hear DJ Teuer on Hot Issues. So next week, God willing, we shall come again. So let me just give you a privilege to say hello to some beloveds or some listeners that you have that you want to say hi to them.
I wouldn't say I'm specifically saying hi to anybody. I am glad that you let me speak here. I'm glad that I was able to tell my story. I wish the best for everybody who listens, and I hope that most people now feel stronger and more powerful to stand up for their rights and to help others who are not in such a good position.
Thank you so much. Na sene ye de bia memenda e wo hanom ye bo 1 o'clock awia mu a ye no saa na tie se wo nchia bi anase asede bia episode koma obi a otumi e ka mema wa akwanya be 2 minutes.
Yo mirase asedan de one am deve no mirase akwanya kese ya wodi ama me na menso metimi abekere madwen akere onipa bi o Germany ha mpo like Europe ha o hwe African Radio na ansana odi dwumadi ne beba wie na mesre na ka ma kire bibi kakra Lampedusa de ekoso ho omni police for no intemo no enye bet obey den o man ne ye ne man nti de ono pese wo ye no na oye wo e fa baby yen Ghana for den ke fa baby na program na me de dodo na de ma ye mpanifo na ebe edi yeso no nkanye omo e fa baby me de program na ma omo nti na ma ye nyina ma ye fa programs we say o hwe Lampedusa edu anapa na akofa ho ye nuanom mamu ama ba wa hodenfo anka de omu develop ye ma ye no na omu girigina ho no de nti na o wa ha o pese wo leave but essence fie nyenti e na ma wadru ha enti mesre wana eye demonstration then so mon kan na ye mpendifo no te say bra so say wo so nsesa ne memo maye na ye so yentimi nye bibi e wo ye kulum na ho nye yi na dachen ye so yetimi abaye bibi papa wo ho na mabrofo yi so hu ye ya o mabu ye say nipa ye nyamowa ti medase
pa me so sa kwanya we eto amagana for especially Ghana politicians multi DJ Teuer 69 kan meka na masanka bio yesremo a se BBC o amanonde na se munim se muntumi en support en back up better police near war US ekache Donald Trump say ebana say oni bibia kan he should better shut up, which was loud and clear on the media. Sana mesumeka Ghana politics say if they think say whatever is going on outside Africa, we the ones living here in Europe, we are passing through war. Even through speech is not so easy for us. And I'm throwing this straight direct to Sammy Genvi from NDC, the youth speaker. You should be very careful with the way you use the image of George Floyd, as a politics. We don't want it. We don't want it at all, because yenia break waha ye share return to my studio senior yenia break because of the profession as a lawyer. Na se want to mean kasa ano nim kasa, you should better go back and learn it well. I'm saying it straight to him. So Tim kan ontie, because I mean what I'm saying. We are all youth, but we have to show some respect to the leaders from our land. Next time when he tried that again, I'll attack him again. We won. This is African Radio Germany from DJ Teuer, Hot Issues. We thank you all listeners, and God willing next week we'll come back and then we'll do the same. God be with you and enjoy Lucky Dude from Different Colors. Bye.